I've always loved to make movies, but it feels like you need a ton of things to make them any good. But what if you took all the things that make a good movie and just did it yourself? So that's why over the past year, I started shooting movies solo to experiment with my storytelling, cinematography, and overall filmmaking. And over that time, I developed a 4-step strategy in order to tell my stories solo, which is one location, one object, one character, one conflict. Let's start with L, location. Outside is way too hot and the bathroom is too small and wet, so we're gonna work with using our bedroom as the main location. The next thing is objects or props. And an object can be anything, so long as it can carry the story and typically can have some sort of sound design element. The next thing is character, which is me. And the final part is conflict. Conflict is the glue to your entire story and ties all of the other elements together. It gives your character a reason, your location a purpose, and your object an objective. The biggest things to add believability to your project is lighting. I've been using this, my Amaran Pano 120 light with the peak battery pack. This thing is insane. I lit this entire intro by using this light and battery pack on a single charge, and I'm going to be doing that with the short film that I'm about to shoot. Having the peak battery on the light means I can put the light at any angle and have full flexibility and creative freedom when I'm shooting. But because we're shooting horror, I'm gonna have the light directly down to create a lot more shadow. I'm also not gonna be getting Jackie to holding it the entire time. It's called Hollywooding the light. So
I'm working out.
It's called trying for once. So here's the big thing to recognize with the lock method. Each one serves the other. So location should feed what the object is, and the object should feed what the character's motivation is, which is the conflict, and all of them kind of wrap together. So my story is to follow a guy who hears something outside of the room to which he shouldn't be hearing. So with that said, let's get into production. Let's look at the gear. So what we've got is a bunch of shit charging. Batteries, these ones for the DJI. But the big battery I want to talk about is this thing. Batman mask, gun. We're gonna be shooting this with the Thypoch Simera-C lenses. The biggest struggle as a filmmaker is being able to maneuver around cables and cords. Look at this, now it feels like every movie you've ever seen. But with this setup that I have here, everything is wireless. Okay, so not only am I shooting this in my bedroom with no cast or crew, but I'm also doing this on a limited time because a filmmaker is only as good as his batteries, and I only have one battery for most of these things. And while they're fully charged, I've probably got about 2 hours to shoot all of this. So first step is Buddy waking up on bed. Classic opening shot. High arc lighting is what you've seen throughout this entire video within the intro and in this, and I think it just looks the best. It's where you have your light actually going straight down, and it creates this like very contrasty, shadowy look and gives your video a lot of dimension, especially if you're doing something like horror. Daylight vibe. So I've just got my Pano light up there. Light goes on, so it just adds a little bit of highlight to Buddy, and it kind of feels like it's motivated by the window. Like if we wanted it to feel a little more movie motivated, we could kind of angle it back. That actually might go into our favor, and we're still getting that rim light. I think we'll use for this next setup is a 75 mil because I want super tight. This is how you do like low budget panning. A lot of filmmaking is just finding frames. So like this works, it's just, it feels really tight for this to be the guy's POV. Like this feels like the door should be shaking on the other side. It works. All right, I'm doing a double check on the power here on the Amaran. Yikes, okay, so I have 36% battery left. I've been shooting for like 2 hours with this just constantly running, which is really good for a battery pack. It's not good for my timing right now though. I gotta talk about this battery pack, which is the sponsor of this video. This is the Amaran Peak. You can use this thing for 2 modes. You can use it actually as just like a portable battery pack. So if you want to charge your camera or any sort of accessories along the road, like your cell phone, you can also use their very clear and easy to use display. I don't know why more battery packs don't have this. It shows you how long it's going to take to charge, your output wattage, and most importantly, the percentage left on this while you're using it. My favorite part is that it connects seamlessly with the Pano lights, so you can actually just click it in and it works off of that. I don't know, witchcraft, but it's really cool.
And if you like this light and battery combo, you can find this light along with a bunch of other awesome products in the link below.
It's time to rock out the 35mm. You just watch how so this is no light. This is a little light. It's the light moving on its own. Okay, so I know in the intro I said I came up with this whole concept. All of that was really put together while I was shooting this. I just put myself in the bedroom and just started coming up with ideas. I am not an actor, and nor was I thinking at all about performance. I'm just like, this meat puppet, me, had to move here, or there, and that's really it. I was just moving me around like a meat puppet. So I just snagged this at the door shot, and the next thing I want to get is a wide shot of the entire room, just in case I need to grab some cutaways of Buddy going in and out. Wide shots are kind of the hardest things to achieve, mostly because you have to clean up all of your, but this shot's looking pretty good. I think, yeah, everything's looking good. You can see a little bit of the C-stand arm. And this C-stand leg is killing me, but I wonder if I can just kind of hide it under this sheet and then no one notices it. Doing a solo film with a director's monitor is so handy. Holy shamoly. I love this. This is actually how lighting works. Watch. Shot looks mediocre. Okay, and then cinematic. Mediocre, cinematic. Mediocre. It's actually less, it's not as mediocre. I actually cranked this right down, my T-stop all the way down to whatever its lowest, like a 8. And that was 1, so I get everything in focus, and 2, so that it just was really dark, and then I exposed brighter on the inside of this hall, inside this room. So this light is cranked up to 70% right now. Okay, so that's it, another film shot in this hallway and bedroom. And let's see what we can dig up with Runway AI, color grading, and some sound design. But I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I think it was a pretty good short film. A good short film or a good movie has a big moment at the end that promises the premise of the genre. So for a drama, it could be a big feeling. For a comedy, it's a big joke. For a sci-fi, it's a big twist. And for a horror, it's a big jump scare. Okay, so in order to enhance this video, I went into Runway's new ELF model and I inputted this stupid video of me running towards camera and trying to get it to look like a monster running at the main character. And the first shot looks kind of silly. I think it's just because it's dealing with in the darkness kind of deal and it's gathering data. But then the second one I did turned out awesome. The only issue was it didn't match with my input shot, so I had to mask me out of the shot to make it more believable. And honestly, the connective tissue works pretty well. I like it. All right, so I did a big mistake when I was shooting this film, and that was recording with the air conditioner going the entire time. So that means I have to record all the audio all over again. While we're at it, might as well talk a little bit about the color grade. I use a 3-step formula in Premiere. It's worked pretty well. I know it's not DaVinci Resolve, I'm learning that. But first layer is by putting on the Rec 709 log LUT over top. That's just to give me a nice little contrasty look. The next thing is to throw on Danny Gervitz's orange teal LUT. I feel like that looks good. And then I'll throw and slap on a little Kodak LUT. And then that's kind of it. I wish I had a more complicated process so I could try and sell you on my strategy for color grading, but it is actually pretty simple. Convert flat footage put on a LUT, and then throw on a Kodak film stock. That's it. Ollie, are you ready for the big premiere?
Woohoo! So this is your second acting short.
Fourth.
I'm expecting greatness. I want to go through an ego death after this.
I think I definitely did. It's premiere time! Yeah!
Where's my popcorn?
I'm a little nervous. Do you want me to do like an intro or?
Can I do your intro? So the sound design's not done.
Oh
Music
my-
isn't perfect. This is how Zach introduces his movies. So
So the sound design is done, but the plot isn't fully thickened, okay? Don't listen. 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 That was it.
that was good. That was scary. I
Did it
jumped
work?
a little bit. First of all, your acting actually has gotten way better.
Okay.
It really has.
Yeah.
Second, the lighting is really cool.
Okay.
Also, I liked your cinematography. I felt like you weren't overwhelmed.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I don't really know what the premise was per se. I think it was just like you shouldn't be hearing this thing. It's like this thing can haunt you if you hear it. That was kind of the idea.
Don't listen.
Don't listen. And then he listens and that ends up.
And then he gets dying.
Sweet.
I thought it was sick.
Yes.
And I'm not biased either.
No, you're not biased.
That's my engagement ring.
We're again.